This video is going to be a little different. There are no background sounds, no script. In fact, I've not really prepared anything. This is just me speaking from the top of my head. So the idea for this video came when someone asked me on Twitter if I would like to share something for the coming year, 2021. Some message, some learnings. So this got me thinking that is there some message I would like to leave myself for the coming year? Some lessons from 2020 that I would not want to miss. So these are my thoughts, some things I would like to keep in mind for the coming year. And I'm going to just restrict myself to 3 thoughts. Otherwise, one can just go on and on. Firstly, I think the biggest lesson that 2020 has taught me is simply to prepare for the worst. It is good, and in fact, it's great to plan ahead, but never ever expect things to go according to plan. In fact, if you can predict it for the future, I promise you it's not going to happen in the future. If you can predict it, if you can see it coming, it's just not going to happen. Sorry, that's just the way it works. So what to do in this case? I would say imagine the worst case scenario, assign a probability to it, and start preparing for it. To me, that's a very stoic way of thinking. Let's say for investing. So this worst case scenario that you've imagined, what implications would it have on your asset allocation requirements? What demands would it put for your emergency fund going forward? What demands would it put to your insurance needs? So anticipate the worst, put a probability to it, put a number to it, and start preparing for it. I think 2020 has taught all of us that. The second thought I would like to share is I see a lot of people excitedly waiting for 2021. And same here, I also really hope that 2021 is going to be awesome for all of us. But trust me on this. Changing the calendar is not going to change anything in your life. It's not going to do anything for you. If you want some positive changes to happen in your life in 2021, if you really want things to change, the only way that's going to happen is if you change yourself. I'm sorry, no shortcuts, nothing. That's the only way. So the second thing I would like to say is this, and I'm saying this to myself too. Be the change you want to see in your life. Make the change happen. The third and the last point I would like to say, and this is very important, since we have already discussed that we have absolutely no idea what the future might bring. First and foremost, accept what has happened. That's very, very important. Accept whatever comes your way. Don't waste your mental energies on what could have happened, what should have happened, if it would have happened. No, that's just a waste of so much energy. Move on to what really matters. Now, what has happened has happened. How do you actually respond to it? How do you take it from there? To me, that's very important, and that's something this year has taught all of us. If you're a regular listener of this channel, you do know that I love sharing Zen stories. So a short Zen story comes to my mind over here, and I promise I'm going to keep it short. So there was this Zen master, and he was given this beautiful crystal decoration piece by a student. He used to show it to all his guests, telling them how kind and generous his student was. He used to display it on his mantle. So one day, while cleaning this decoration piece, a student actually broke it. Now you can imagine how the students felt. They were absolutely scared. They were very worried. They knew that their master absolutely loved and adored this crystal piece. Here's what happened next. The master entered the room, saw the broken pieces lying on the floor, picked up the broom, and said, "Let's start sweeping." To me, this is acceptance. What is done is done. What has happened has happened. Focus your energies on How are you going to respond? And what is actually under your control? What needs to be done? To me, that's very important. So, to wrap it up, these are the three lessons from my side. And this is what I'm going to be trying to implement in 2021. One, expect the worst and prepare for it. Two, the only way things are going to change for you in the new year is if you change yourself, if you make that change happen. Three, accept whatever life throws at you and then respond. Actually, here's another one. If 2020 has been good in any aspect, it is, just to teach us, to remind us once again what really matters in life, what is really important. And speaking for myself, I plan to remember this. I'm honestly going to make an attempt to remember this each day in 2021 and not lose focus on what really matters to me, what really is important to me, and take out time for it. I hope next time we don't need another pandemic telling us, to remind us that what really matters in life. So that's it from my side. Thanks for listening. Here's wishing you and your families happy holidays and a very happy new year. Thank you.